I hope this is gonna work. Let me see. Oh, I see somebody is here watching. The first one didn't work, Paula. Can you see me now? Oh, yay, it's working. So sorry, the first one didn't work for some reason. It says it was scheduled, even though I didn't schedule, and then I tried to change it to go live and it didn't go. Yay, Paula, great. Okay, awesome. So I know it's a really busy time of the year, so thank you for finding time to come and spend with me. Hi, Monique. Hi, Nancy. So you guys have probably seen this card already because I posted the pictures of it, and those of you who come to our local trunk show, you probably got a chance to make this card already. But for those of you who aren't, I thought I'll do a quick video tutorial on how to make it. I really love this card. It was one of the first times I made this fold. It's called a Z fold, so it opens like this, and then we're going to embellish the back also, so this will be the space where you can write your sentiment. Thank you so much, Paula. Merry Christmas to you too. So this card is white and gold, and it's not difficult to make. It just, what makes it special are the colors and all of the textures and elements that we're going to add to it with, of course, our dies. I'm going to start. So the card base, we're going to start with 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and we're going to cut it at 5.5. And from this we get our card base, 5.5 by 11, and this is the band that goes across the card. Hi Dina, how are you? And now I'm going to bring my scoring board, and we're going to score it. And we're going to score it at 5.5. So this is the card base, 5.5, which makes it at score it in half. And then we're going to score another half in half again. So that will be 2 3/4. And we're going to do exactly the same measurement on the band, 5.5 and 2 3/4. Are you guys ready for Christmas? Did you do all of your Christmas shopping already? All decorating is done, everything, huh? So now I'm going to fold my card. This is the card base. I'm folding it in half first. Hey, Mindy. And then I'm going to open the other fold onto the outside. Like this. And I'm going to do the same with my band. So I'm going to fold in half first, and then I'm going to open it out like this. Now for the layers, I have 2 layers of the 2 squares to go on the front and on the back of the card. And these layers are 5 by 5. I'm sorry, so sorry. Looked wrong. 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. Once the video is done, I'm going to add all of the dimensions onto the video description. It will be easier for you for the easy reference. And then I have 2 of the white squares to layer with it, and these are 5 by 5. Now, before gluing them on, this is the little detail that I like to add to my cards. I do the embossing around the layers to create little frame, embossed frame. And for that I use my scoring board. And I use 1/4 of an inch measurement. Hi Gladys. And the reason I'm going over my paper like this, because sometimes the friction of the paper makes it harder to emboss. So by rubbing it over, by gliding over your hand, it releases oils from your hand, so it doesn't make your paper oily, but it just gives enough for the, I'm using the bond folder, for the bond folder to glide over. So by doing this, I create a little frame, and you can see it gets the embossed line. It's I really love this detail. It just adds to your cards and projects. And you can use it either the embossed way up, or you can use it the other way, which is debossed. So I'm going to do it on the both of them, my 5x5 white layers. And it goes by pretty fast. Just another detail. Hi Valerie, how are you? You're all ready for Christmas? And I'm going to give you the measurements later, but I'm going to do it on the other white layers as well, since I'm already here with my scoring board. So I'll just go ahead and do all of the layers. I actually started on some before the video, so I did a few already, so I pre-did some, but I'm going to go ahead and finish them. Yes, Valerie, we're making this card. So if you want to hang out with me, I'll show you how I made this whole card. You've probably seen it already. I posted the pictures of it, but now we're just doing a tutorial. And this is the same card. I think in our June workshop we did the one with kimono paper doll. So it's the same type of card, so you know how to make the card already, but this is just different for Christmas. And I really love this card. It's, as I said, it's my favorite Christmas card this year. And it's like vintage, like modern vintage kind of look. I really love this. So now that I have my white layers, my white squares embossed, you can decide which layer, which side you want to use, either embossed line or debossed line. And I'm going to go ahead and glue them. And I use glider, like glue glider, or like dry adhesive glider, for putting my layers together, but I ran out and I ordered, but it didn't come on time, so I'm going to use my Dry Clear by Art Glitter glue. And this glue is really nice. I love using it for gluing together the die cuts, but it also works really well for assembling the card as well. So I decided to do embossed line up, and I'm going to continue with the same way throughout the card. So whichever way you decide to use from your embossing frames, just make sure you're doing the same throughout the whole project, so it stays consistent. Maybe I should leave the card so everybody can see what we're working on here. So now I'm going to glue. Okay, trying to see that I'm not missing the steps. Now I'm going to glue the smaller square with the gold. That will be for the back of my card. And the smaller gold layer measures 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then the white one is 4 by 4. So I'm going to glue these two together. and then in the center of this larger square. And this is where the sentiment or where the greeting is going to go. And even if you're not going to make this card this year for Christmas, you can always start on your cards early for the next year, right? Or you can use these ideas and make it and use different papers, different embellishments, and make it into something else. Just use this card style and make it something else. So before I glue the back, on the back of my card, I'm going to use one of the dies, the Stitch Rocket die. And this die also my favorite die this year, one of my favorite dies this year. And this is an older die, but it certainly made a comeback for me this year. I use it so much for so many different things. Now I'm going to glue it. So this is the front of the die. You can see the nice stitching, and it feels really nice rolled here on the back. I'm going to use back of this die towards the front of this layer, because this layer is going to go on the back of the card. So when I'm looking at the front of it, I want to see the front of the die. So it's a little bit backwards, but I'm going to glue it this way just for this layer. And you can pull and show as much as you want or as little as you want of this pretty bracket. And now I'm going to, actually I'm going to make sure that my folds are nice and crisp, so my card lays down flat. So this layer goes on the back of my card. Paula, I will have the dimensions, once we're finished with the video, I'm going to put all of the dimensions onto the video description. Hi Irina, good to see you. So this is the back of the card. Oops, hold on, made it upside down. Good catch, Irina. Okay, so this is the back of the card, this is the front of the card. Now I'm going to put the other square, gold and white, onto the front here. Isn't it pretty? Just white and gold, and then we're going to add all of the pretty details. The stitching, just so awesome. Then I have 4 of the same size gold and white, and these are the panels. So I have 2 panels on front and 2 panels on the back, and I like putting the paper in layers on all of the sides to finish it up. So these are 4, measure the same. So the gold ones I have 5 1/4 by 2 1/2, and then the white ones 5 by 2 1/4. So I'm going to quickly, as quick as I can, glue my white ones onto the gold. And again, I'm keeping in mind that I'm using this embossing that I did on my scoring board, my embossing frames. I'm going to have them embossed side up to keep everything consistent. So I'm putting the glue on the debossed side. So for now I'm just putting the layers on, and then we're going to start embellishing. This is one layer. Sorry, that was the wrong layer from the panel. I grabbed the wrong one, so I'm going to... I just put that other one aside. And lucky for me, this glue dries clear. Okay, so now when I have these 4 panels, I'm going to put in the needle right here. And now looking at it, I actually see that I forgot one step. Let's see if I can lift this layer. This glue, it's clear glue, but it dries really, really fast. I forgot to put the Snowflake Border under here, so I'm trying to see if there's any way it will let me lift this layer up. Oh, no. Okay, I guess I can do it without destroying my card. Okay, so this I have the 2 snowflake borders. This is also one of our older dies. And as you can see, I will be using older and newer dies, and they all coordinate and they all go together nicely. So I'm going to put it here, and then I'm going to... This is how to fix the card kind of tutorial, if you're like me. Going to put glue on the other side as well, so it gets glued to the card base. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I made it work. I'll come back and add a little bit more glue on the corners. Okay, so now, before putting the other layer on, the other panel here on this side, I'm going to put the snowflake border under it. Here it is. There is a little piece left in the die pocket. Okay, here you go. Okay, so now I'm going to put this whole layer. This is my left panel. Isn't it pretty? So pretty. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use, this is one of the newer dies, and this one is called Birch Trees, and it comes in set like this, so you have 2 trees together and then one separate, and I'm going to glue them onto my left panel right here. White on white with a little bit of gold is just so pretty. I love making this type of cards for Christmas, my favorite. And then the separate tree right here, a little bit of glue. Now I'm going to add a little detail to the back of my card. I have my 2 snowflakes already die cut, and this die is called large snowflakes, and it comes in the set like this. I'm going to use the larger one of 2. I'm going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to glue one snowflake, one half to the top and another one to the bottom like this. I really love this effect here. Just see, this glue is really nice for the die cuts because I'm using the metal tip and it lets me add just a little bit of glue without making it too messy. There are two types of the large snowflakes that we have. This one looks more vintage and went better with the look of the card that I was going for here. Is it pretty? I just love the snowflake cut in half. It just adds such a nice element. The glue I'm using, Christine, is by Art Glitter, and this one is called Dry Clear. There's also Dry White, but the Dry Clear seems to be better. So this is the glue, and then the tip for it comes separate, and it also has the little pin that is stainless steel, so you can, when you're not using the glue, you can close it so the tip doesn't dry out. Hi Tia, how are you? So now I'm finished with the card itself. Now I'm going to embellish the band. And for the band, this will be the front of it. So this is the front of the band right here, and then we have two panels. And I already have the large layer. The large layer for this space here measures 5 1/4 by 2 3/4, and then the white one that goes on top of it is 5 by 2 1/2. Hi Kathy. You guys, I'm so glad you were able to take a little time during your busy preparation for Christmas to come and join me. So this layer goes on first, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. And then I have two more brackets. This is the same bracket that we put on the top of the card here. I'm going to put it behind of this layer. Hi Elizabeth, how are you doing? So one bracket on top. I'm in love with this bracket, and one bracket on the bottom. Like this. Then I have this die, 3 Christmas trees, and I have the heel die cut already. And this heel was cut with the double stitched heel die, so you can see that it has the stitching on both sides. So when I cut it, I had my, let me measure the layer. So this was about 2 by 5, and I die cut it, and it gave me the heel, and it gave me the negative space, or down heel. So I'm going to use the big heel on the front here, and then I'm going to use this part on my smaller layers. Let me do this one first. So first thing I'm going to cut my trees apart. So I'm cutting the one that's on the right off. Ellen, our website is lalalandcrafts.com. We don't have instructions for this card on our website, but I'll put all of the links to all of the products that I'm using on the video description once we're done with the live video, and then you can come back. This video will be saved on our page, and then you can come back and watch it if you need the reminder. So I'm going to put the group of the 2 Christmas trees here, and then my third one I'm going to put more on the right side. About right here. Since I have my finished card already, it's easier for me to use it as a reference where to position everything. And then I'm going to glue the heel on. This is so pretty. Now before I glue my heel, my other piece of the heel on these 2 smaller panels, I'm actually going to cut it. So I'm going to have one side here and then continue. So I'm going to line it up to one of my panels first and cut it off. And I'm going to go ahead and glue it. And then I can glue this layer onto the gold made. And I don't think I give you dimensions for these smaller panels. So the gold layer measures 2.5 by 2 3/4, and then my white one is 2 1/4 by 2.5. So this is my smaller panel here in the middle. And then for my next one, to continue with the same heel, so this is where I cut it apart, this space here. So I'm going to continue and line it up like this now on my next panel and cut the excess off. So my heel continues to roll. Now this goes on the panel, and then I'm going to put it onto the gold one. It is a very handy die. Irina, I like showing you, I like using the dies in different ways and showing you, and of course our design team is so awesome and we always learn from each other, getting different ideas. So it's a lot of fun. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty already. Now I'm going to create the scene here on the front. So I have my 2 reindeer, and these are from our new release. I really love the filigree here. So the one, this is the head looking at the back, that's reindeer 2. He's going to be on my main panel, and then my other reindeer is going to be on my little panel here. So he's going to be standing on the snow. And then I have Merry Christmas. So this is one of the newer dice as well. I really love the script. So this is going to be on my large panel. And then I have my smaller snowflake, the one that we used on the back, the larger one from the same set. And this one is going to be in the middle here. Isn't it pretty? So I'm going to use my glue and put everything together now. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you, Ellen. So this one goes right here. And then I'm going to put my reindeer on. Hi, Susan. no worries, you can catch up and watch it later. We're going to have it uploaded once we're done. Thank you so much, Annette. Thank you, Kathy. So now I have my other reindeer here. And I'm going to put him almost to the side, a little bit off the bottom and just a little bit of the side of this layer, of the right side, because I have to fit Merry Christmas in here. So I'm going to glue Merry on first. Just putting little dabs of glue here. And then Christmas. And all of these dies, for those of you who are just joining in, this is La La Land Crafts video. So all of these dies are available from La La Land Crafts. You can find them on our website, or if you have a local craft store, hopefully your store carries our products as well. And if they don't, make sure to tell them that you want to see them there, so then they contact us and we can make that happen. So pretty, isn't it awesome? It's just so pretty. So this is the band for my card, right? But look at this. This could make a really pretty, just small, quick card on its own. Just really nice vintage look to it. But we're making a big card today. So now let me grab the card base, and I realized that I didn't put two of these panels on the back. So let me finish this really quick. So there's two panels on the back to finish this off. And now to the fun part. Now it's the time we're going to attach this layer on to our card. So this is a double Z fold card. So this is the card base and this is the band. So now if you find the center, if you fold it on the center and match the centers of the card and the band, then everything is going to line up perfectly. Are you guys asking about the glue? Again, this is the third time I'm showing. This is the glue by Art Glitter, and it's called Dries Clear. So this is the glue. So now to attach this to the card, first of all, see where you like your band to be. If you like it to be centered, for this card I liked mine a little lower. So I'm going to go ahead and match my folds, my center folds. And then I'm going to unfold one, and on my right side I'm going to put the glue on this whole little panel, and then I'm going to simply bring this down like this. And then on my left side, for my large panel, I'm going to use my bracket points as the reference, because I need to put the glue just on one side. So when I unfold this, I'm going to put the glue from the center to the right side on the back. And close it. Going to press on it, and ta-da! Here's my card. Isn't it awesome? I really love this effect. So card is really easy to make, but it definitely has a wow effect. Now to finish this off, I have these two stars, the North Stars, and this is really cute little die, and I'm going to put one star onto my large panel, and the smaller star by this reindeer here, and it just finishes everything off. It just pulls the whole scene together. I'm going to use little glue here. Susan, it is easy, and now you can make one too. I'm pretty sure you probably have all of these dies already. And then another one here. And now I made myself an extra Christmas card I can give away. So pretty. And then to finish this off, I'm going to use adhesive pearls, and I'm going to add one in the middle of the stars. This little end didn't glue. And I like putting a little dab of glue under the pearls because sometimes the glue doesn't come like here. The glue stayed on the plastic, and even if the glue comes with the pearl, sometimes it dries out and pearls fall off. So just by experiencing that, I decided I'm going to take an extra step and glue them on. In Australia, Janet, Crafty Divas online store, I believe, carries our dies and stamps, and I'm sure there are so many other ones that I might not be aware of, but we also ship internationally. So if you can't find in Australia, you can always order on our website at lalalandcrafts.com. Or, as I said, if there is a craft store that you have near you that doesn't carry our stamps and dies, you can always ask them to contact us by email, and we'll set up a wholesale account for them, so it will be easier for you. So the pearls really bring all of the elements to life here. And then I'm going to add pearls on the back of my snowflake too. So pretty. So you can see why this card is my favorite Christmas card that I made this year. It's just beautiful. So the card is done. The only thing that I also did on the sample card, and I didn't bring it here, so I can't show you how to do it, but I'm sure you know how to do it. So I used liquid pearls, or you can use Nuvo drops that are popular right now, and add little dots of snow. I did it on the large panel here, so where the reindeer are, and on this panel, and it also adds another element to this card. So as you can see, simple card in a way that it's not difficult to make it, but it most definitely has a wow effect for the recipient of the card, and you can display it nicely by standing it up. It opens up, has all the pretty stuff here, and then you can write the sentiment, the greeting on the back of the card right here. So thank you so much for watching. I'll put the links to all of the dies that I used on this card onto the video description. If you can't wait, you can just simply go to lalalandcrafts.com and just look through all of the dies, and you can find all of them there. So I hope you got inspired. I hope you have time to make one maybe, or start on the ones for the next year. Merry Christmas to you all. Love you all. Till next time. Thank you. Bye.